This is a message to all my comrades in Colombia. It's Saturday night and it's about 9 o'clock. Tomorrow is the second round of your presidential election, and I've been following the election from afar. I was very excited after the first round when the centre-left candidate was leading. I even expressed my joy to sympathetic politicians in other South American countries. Don't get too excited. They warned me. The right wing will go to any lengths to subvert the will of the people. They will do anything to get their candidates into office. They will arrest, detain, disappear, and/or murder to get their way. In the last weeks, I've watched their dire prophecies coming true. So tonight, late as it is, I must speak out. 12 years ago, some of you will remember, in 2010, I performed The Wall in Bogota, and I remember that local students were protesting a visit by the then President of the United States, George W. Bush. Well, let me tell you, nothing much has changed in the United States. Bush and Biden are the same animal. Biden will be supporting the extreme right in your elections in using all of the above undemocratic means to steal this election from the people. Basta! All people, everywhere, should have a right to a genuine democracy with the freedom to express their desires, demands and their dreams without fear of reprisal or detention or even death at the hands of a police force or military that is allied to the ruling elite. The people of Colombia are sick of not having these basic freedoms. They are sick of being locked up for speaking out. They are sick and tired of seeing their friends and families' lives taken by those who think nothing of spilling the people's blood on the altar of profit. For years now, Colombians have raised their voices, crying out for a just peace. They've been answered with riot police committing massacres and paramilitary death squads killing social leaders and human rights defenders in the dark of night. They have seen young activists hunted down and thrown in jail. Young activists who supported last year's national strike are being rounded up in a series of police sweeps cynically called Plan Democracy. As of yesterday, at least 26 young people have been arrested. In the city of Cali, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, 9 protesters are at the moment on hunger strike demanding their freedom. There is graphic evidence, photos and videos showing gun-toting thugs alongside police attacking unarmed protesters. And even though Colombia is seeing the worst electoral violence in 12 years, none of these thugs are being arrested. Free and fair elections must not be bathed in voters' blood. Stories are already rife of the irregularities and fraud that plagued congressional elections earlier and the first round of the presidential vote. I fear that my friends in South America may be right, and we are seeing a preemptive coup being carried out in plain sight against the people's candidates, Gustavo Petro and Francia Marquez. I hope I pronounce that name right. So, I joined the Colombian people and international solidarity movements and democracy and human rights activists to demand, in the name of truth and decency, 1, the immediate release of young activists detained as part of the so-called planned democracy, and an end to the ongoing raids. 2, an end to the political violence that is taking lives every day and making a mockery of these elections in Colombia. 3, that the voice of the Colombian people be heard and respected in this election, and that voice, the voice of the people, be allowed to usher in a new dawn that reflects the needs and wishes of all the people of Colombia, not just the needs and wishes of a corrupt ruling elite. With love, your brother, Roger Waters. Get to the polls. You have to win this election in Colombia, not just for yourselves, but for all of us. We need you.